Really? Really? You can't just sit?
I was reposting his thing. Chill.
Really? That too.
Get him out now.
Yeah, no, I think they're recording. Are we recording?
Yeah, but that's okay. So actually, let's move the mic a little bit closer to your center.
Me?
Yeah, please. We are hearing the hair. There
To
we
my
go.
cleavage?
To the line.
To the
Yes,
butt?
to the line. I love it. All right, so we are rolling. So in your own time, I'm going to start in a wide shot, and yeah.
Okay. Cheers.
To the
Here we go.
space.
To the space, right? Okay. Well, here we are.
Here we are.
Hopefully,
This is not our kitchen.
This is not our kitchen. We have equipment here that we can't afford at all.
Nor a team.
Nor a team. There is a team, and honestly,
Whole squad.
honestly, everybody here is so kind and so sweet. Well, look at him setting it up.
Yeah, I'm the promo guy.
We are at the Space LV. Look at
Yes.
us. And honestly,
We leveled up, guys.
Yeah, we are so lucky to be here. We reached out and they were like, "Sure, come on in, guys." I'm like, "Do you guys even know what you're getting into?" Like,
They might not let us back after
they
this.
might not. But everyone here is so nice and so
nice.
kind and makes this whole process so easy.
Yeah, and let's take a step for anybody who does podcasting.
Yeah.
If you're looking to not get all of the stress on you and cameras and all the shit that we've talked about and that we've been dealing with, you could just come here and they can do it all for you. It's 100% turnkey. So
That and look how good we look.
yeah,
Like I have cheekbones. Look at that. But
cheekbones cost extra.
Yes.
We paid for the premium model.
no, but honestly, everything has been so easy. We literally walked in, poured drinks, and everybody just kind of took care of us.
Yeah, it's been great.
So it's been nice, and it's obviously the setup. They customize it to us, and
Here we are.
here we are. So thanks to the Space LV for hosting us.
Yes.
And we look good, but we won't know how long we're gonna be looking this good.
We won't look good. Let's hope that we continue to look this good.
Yeah, exactly. But the funny thing is of course my period had to come today. So I'm hoping the tequila kills the bug that's inside my ovaries.
At least I got it in while I could.
Yes. Well,
That's what I'm concerned about.
yes. Always trying
Always
to.
at the top of my list. Well, at least I had sex this week. So.
Yeah, there you go. See, check it off. Yeah. There's always that period between the period.
I like to look at it as more of like a semicolon. It's more flexible.
Look at you. You're so cozy.
See, look at
you.
Bright lights in Hollywood. Here I come.
Who knew that's all you needed? You're so comfortable. It's
Which is
making me uncomfortable.
Hey, sometimes you just you realize you were born for the stage. I just didn't realize till today.
Well, honestly, I'm happy to be here. We had a long week.
It's been a long week. Today was a long day. Even getting here today, it's an act of God alone that we're here, and we didn't have to cancel on these beautiful people. But
I know. Dean, Viv, and Leo had to. Of course, our kids are always sick, so they had to get ear infections. So
these 70-mile-an-hour Vegas winds spiraling up everybody's allergies. Viv and Leo have ear infections, but
yeah.
We're all right, thank God.
Yeah, everybody's good. And my mom's there, so we're totally solid.
Everyone's PTSD is a little bit triggered, but we're okay.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Like, getting here today, I had no more shits left to give. Like, at one point, I was just like, you know what? If the boys are going to just rip apart our house, just go for it, because I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I really appreciate when you're in that mode, because you could give like you said, no shits about cleaning up the house.
Exactly.
Whereas that's all I do is give all the shits about where a specific thing is. So thank you for that.
So much so that our children can't even. Our kids literally take their toys everywhere with them now because they're afraid Mackin's literally gonna put it away.
You better be careful. I'll take that drink out of your hand. You done with
Are you
this?
done?
Let me throw it away
Put it
real
away.
quick.
Yeah. Let me clean up. But it's so funny though because they honestly have to remind you, like, Daddy, don't put this away because it's my toy. I'm playing with it.
I'm still eating these chicken nuggets. I'm just going to the bathroom.
You fucking did it to me the other day. I was drinking a coffee that I made and it wasn't even done and you put it in the sink.
Don't leave your half-drinking coffees around me. Should play for real.
I need to drink a little more because I'm a little warm. It's a little hot in these rhinos.
Bright lights, but these are nice soft lights. Mm-hmm. They're not like our bright neon LED can bulbs that we just have in our kitchen.
It's the internal heat.
The internal heat, it's baking from within.
Yeah. We do have, we have been getting a lot of people on our
Really relatable.
Yeah,
Which is
audio
very
only.
which is very on brand with all the coloring here.
I know. It's specifically audio. Been getting a lot of good feedback on the Relate and Relatable.
Yep, and thank you to everybody who's been subscribing and donating or subscribing or paying monthly, however you want to justify it to your significant other that you're paying us $5 a month. Because I certainly wouldn't, but we're so appreciative to everyone who's been doing that, and it's been really fun for us to kind of go a little bit deeper, get a little bit, I don't want to say raunchier, but a little bit more.
I mean, I don't think anyone wants to listen to something that's like raunchy.
It's hard to describe what it is.
A married couple with 4 kids, let's get raunchy.
That's not, I mean, we do talk about our sexual experiences a little bit further than we typically would, but it's not like, I don't know how we
Our
even talk
sexual
about
experience, like what, we're in like bond, like it's more
Definitely
so
not in bondage,
how
dear.
awkward we are when we do like try anything new, like our last Relate and Relatable, we were talking about how I said, like, what is like your fantasy? And we were talking about like if I wanted you to like role play.
Yeah.
I was like, you were like, absolutely not.
No fucking way.
Absolutely not.
Not even a chance.
But you know what? What if that's something I needed? But we talk about stuff like that. We talked about I can't even fucking remember the
Some of
fucking
your EMDR stuff that you've been doing,
Yes.
which you went. We talked about on the last regular video episode, but you went really, really, really deep on the RLR, as I like to call
I
it.
honestly, yeah. So like, if you get us, you get more of us, and a little bit more uncomfortable. The word uncomfortable is what I like to use for a Really and Relatable.
Facts.
Yeah.
Good word, dear. Which is a good theme for you lately, because I'm very proud of you getting comfortable getting uncomfortable. Typically, you only want to be comfortable, but you've been getting more comfortable getting uncomfortable lately.
There's a lot of
Should I say it again?
no, but because I have a very hard time being. I just don't like to inflict. Like I will starve before I work out.
Yeah.
Because the pain afterwards is just like, why?
Yeah. 21-day fast or 21-minute yoga session.
No, see, yoga I'll do. It's like all the shit you do that I can't do, like the lifting of the barbells,
The bear
like
bells.
the inflicted pain,
The heavy circles, as you like to
yeah,
call
the
them.
big circles, the lifting. I just can't. But the one thing I've done to make myself uncomfortable is cold plunge, which you don't believe. I'm really pissed at you actually about this.
I do believe it. Don't say I don't believe in it. I've said that personally, after doing it a handful of times, for how often did we do it? A couple weeks?
Well, we were really good every other
Day for a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
I didn't feel any better. I didn't. All the science behind, and we talked about this a few weeks ago, but like around the dopamine spikes and how it lifts your mood and it helps with recovery.
So you're just always going to be an ass.
Yeah, I'm just always going to be pretty a dark,
Miserable.
sarcastic asshole. Yeah,
No, you're not.
miserable at all times.
No, because you remember you were the golden husband.
I can be golden and miserable at the same time.
But for me, truthfully, I feel a difference. But the whole idea, this theme of getting uncomfortable I went to this women's group through our church, and I was talking about how I really just didn't want to go. Like I was thinking like, well, the kids aren't feeling good. I don't want to go.
Finding all the excuses not to.
Yeah, because I don't like our children's discomfort too. Like knowing that I'm going to be leaving and they're going to have a meltdown is like really hard for me because I know that I'm going to come home and it's going to be hard for you. And a lot of the time, what?
Not always. Like you go into the situation thinking that, and plenty of times it's fine. Like we've said that before. Like many times it's just you think it's going to be much worse than it is. And I'm like, you call me at the night, like I'm on the way home. How were they? And I'm like, they were great. It was fine. Yeah,
but the reason I'm bringing this up, I don't even really. Yes, that's true. But the reason I'm bringing this up is there's a lot of the women in this group were new moms.
Oh yeah.
And they were like, I don't know if they're like me, but when
you're the veteran of the bunch. You're like, oh, I got 5 children.
Yeah, I've got 9
2 dogs,
kids.
3 goats.
They all smoke cigarettes and drink wine because they got colds.
Oh, you got your 3-month-old? Okay, let's see how that goes.
No, that's not what I did. But I was telling them how in the beginning it was honestly so funny because a lot of them shared the same sentiment as me. Like, I just didn't want to come here because I didn't feel comfortable. And I'm like, and for me, it was always leaving the kids. And some of them shared that same sentiment, leaving the kids. But I'm like, you know what? I need to let my husband be a dad because I was so controlling and like, I was watching, like, and even our kids still don't like you very much.
Yeah, I don't understand this. This is bullshit, by the way.
Yeah, well,
Like, do you want to go to the store? Do you want to go to the store with mommy, or do you want to stay home with daddy? Or like today, the example was Dean obviously is fine. Viv and Leo had ear infections. They came home from school. Dom's at school, so it was you offered up. Okay, mommy's gonna take Leo and Viv to the doctor. Do you want to come with us, or do you want to stay home with daddy? You're like, no, I don't want to stay home with daddy.
yeah, no,
No
they would
never.
so much rather, but they all think you're mean. So
Yeah, which I don't really get, to be honest. They're assholes.
we did talk about it in therapy a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
Did we talk about that? I don't remember.
We did talk about that in the last episode, like how I need to like change
Eye
my
level,
approach,
yeah.
get on their eye level.
Yeah.
Even if you're in the same room, to like you're still as an adult male looking down on your children, so to still get on their level.
Yeah, but going back to the discomfort, a lot of times I wasn't letting you be dad. I was
Yeah.
always taking over and controlling, and I brought that up in this group, and I was like getting uncomfortable is so important because you can't fucking move on from your life if you don't get uncomfortable. And I hated that word because I am the fucking coziest person.
You're the queen of comfort.
I just want to be cozy as fuck all the time. I just want to be in my blankets, in my sweats. I just want to be, I don't want to move. I just want to be comfortable and cozy. And discomfort is hard for me because it's just,
Do you think it's the cold plunging that's made you realize that you can do hard things because you're choosing to do them?
I feel like, exactly. The cold plunging to me made me realize, wow, I can fucking do this, and I'm better at it than you are.
Yeah.
Probably because I went
I
through
mean, if
labor.
you want to make this a competition, we can make this
No, I don't want to make it a competition,
because
Makin.
we know who'll win.
Yes.
But I personally don't feel the benefits as much
Look
as
at
you, but
look at
you
how
go off, queen.
Look at what these lights and cameras are doing. You like big dick energy, just swinging it around
BDE,
here.
let's go. Lights,
No.
camera, action.
Yes, but I didn't hear you.
Said BDE, lights, camera, action.
No, but like what you said before that about being.
Is that what made you like get comfortable getting uncomfortable? Is
Yes.
by choosing to do it.
Yes, and what I said to myself, because I didn't want to go, and I was very apprehensive because I'm like, it's far. I really don't. I want it. I want new friends, but I don't. Like, I love people. I'm such a people person. We know this about me, and but it was good for our kids to get uncomfortable. Like, and I forget that, and I always feel so guilty when I leave or when I do anything.
You're right though, because you did leave for the whole evening on a school night, and it was like, and the kids were like, "Wait, what? Mommy's doing what?"
Yeah.
Like, no, it's okay. This is allowed.
Yeah, but also like, it wasn't easy because I set them up negatively.
Well, that's where you did fuck up a little bit because you said you were gonna rush home in time to put them to bed, and then you realized like it started off a little bit slower, and that you were gonna be later, and that you wanted to stay a little bit later. And I was like, yeah, do that, but
No, you didn't say that.
But
You did not fucking say that.
Hold on. Ahead of time, before you left, I said, don't come home and tell them that you're going to put them to bed.
Yeah.
Just stay out, and then if you do,
No.
it's a nice surprise.
No.
But you were like, no, I'll be home. Dean and Leo, I'll be home. And then you weren't, and then it pissed them off.
Yeah, the setup. But when I did it, you're like, I just really wish you wouldn't have said that you were going to be home.
That's what I just said.
I know, but you didn't say it as nicely as you said. Well, maybe because it's a text.
It was a text.
I
and
gave it a tone.
Oh, yeah, you heard it. You read that text in a tone. I didn't send it in a tone.
Yes. Well, which really honestly goes into your boys' night.
Oh, boys' night. So, yeah, I had my like little quarterly boys' night at CJ's house with our boy Sean and Cole. And we do this every once in a while. We call it Bible study, but it's not really that.
Which is why do you know?
No, it's what CJ like does because long story short, that's how it kind of came up. You were going to your Bible studies regularly, and CJ's like, I want to do my Bible study, and you guys come over, and granted, we have a few more beers than you guys probably do, but
We don't drink at all.
so like I said, a few
it's-
more.
But it's not. But you no. Yours
It's
is a
not that at
boys'
all.
night.
Yes.
It's not that at all.
Yes, it's not as focused on God as it should be.
Yeah, it's not at all.
Yes.
You guys get
He's always with us.
totally wasted and talk about and
Some
just.
more than others.
You guys were literally having a fucking race.
We were cold plunge racing, yes.
Cold plunge racing.
Still didn't feel the benefits
This
after
is
that.
see. So okay. So to circle back,
Yes.
as Makin likes to say in his meetings, Makin had the boys' night, and it's important for him to have that. And I'm always very encouraging because this has taken a long time. This has been a long time coming where he just needs his space. He needs his
No pun intended. I need the space.
And it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Because, and honestly, something else I learned in that group is a lot of men don't have friends like that. Like, you went through that whole phase where you were like, I have friends, but I don't. Like, they're not there. It's like.
Yeah. Because I removed myself because we were in all mom and dad mode for however many years, pretty much, when the kids were all real young, and I never went out, or I always said, no, I can't make it, or
And then
by
eventually
doing that for so long, the requests or the asks stopped coming, and rightfully so. I'm not, it's no one's fault but mine. But yeah, it's been good over the last year or so to get back into that a little bit.
So my
Back to the fight.
But I don't really care so much about the boys' night as I do your lack. You just become a fucking child.
Okay.
That's the problem for me.
You'll walk that back later, but continue.
I'll walk that back later. Here's the problem. They usually go till like 2 to 4 in the morning.
That's aggressive.
Excessive.
That's aggressive.
Excessive.
I've never been home later than 1:32.
Buddy. But when you have it at our house, people don't leave till 4 in the morning.
One attendee did stay till 4 in the morning one time, yes. Okay. But it was just him and I.
But whatever. Who cares? That's neither here nor there, right?
Neither here nor there.
But my problem is how you are going to be when you wake up in the morning. Your attitude afterwards, right?
That's what you say your issue is. But
no, that is, no. Don't be a dick. Look at you.
Buddy, have I ever not shown up the morning after? Am I the guy that's just like hung over in bed all day? You got the kids. I'm just gonna milk it. Yeah, that's you. So maybe we understand where this resentment is coming from.
I'm the one that needs a few naps throughout the day.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm worried you're gonna be me the next day.
Yeah, exactly. You watch one episode too many, and then that's you. Whereas I could be drinking till 2 in the morning and still 6 a.m. ready to be going.
Do you do that because you feel guilty, or do you just do that because it's in you?
No, because you got to show up. That's what you do. Not to toot my own horn, but I just jump up and do it.
Toot, right? That's all you're doing. It's like your fucking parade of horns.
I mean, it's facts, though. I don't do that. I don't milk it all day. I will. One point that you have brought up to me, though, is that like I'm more tired, which is true. So maybe I'm not 100%, but I don't know, 80, 90%. I'm not just fucking dead to the world.
But tired, I didn't hear anything you just said because I'm thinking about what I'm going to say. Tired equates to miserable for me. Tired equals miserable for me, for you.
I understand why you say that because that has happened in the past where even before I even realized that I was like depressed for a while, I would just say I'm tired, I'm exhausted, or
exactly.
whatever.
So
I get
scared. Anyways, Makin has the boys' night.
Yep.
And he goes, it's fine, it's great, I know exactly the times, 10:30. What did I do? I knew the time, 10:30.
Okay.
I was like, hey, what
Yeah,
happened?
you were texting me. I was like, okay, we're getting in the jacuzzi or whatever. And what time are you going to be home? Or I said, what time I'd be home?
Yeah, I go like, what time around are you going to be home?
Yeah.
So he says around midnight. So I'm like, okay. Now, I don't know if I should say this, but we don't have a key to the front door. So, and you're not driving. So you can't get in the house unless I open it for you. So I was like, okay.
You dropped me off and I was going to Uber home. So couldn't get in the garage. And when I left you, even before I left, I said,
make sure you say this loud and clear for everybody to hear.
Exhibit A in my evidence here. Either wait up for me or unlock the door so I can get in.
Yeah, and I'm not leaving the fucking door unlocked with our kids at home.
Understandable. You chose option A instead of option B.
Not an option. Not an option. So says I'll be home around 12 o'clock.
Yep.
So I don't know why I got pissed at you already. You were like, I'm cold plunging. I'm like, why the fuck are you cold plunging at 10:30 at night?
No. Katie, you called Kate. So
No. I didn't call Katie at 10:30.
No, but she was the one who told you we were cold plunging.
No, you told me you were cold plunging.
Okay, so.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't recall this evening because you were enjoying yourself.
Yes, I did have more than I normally do, but yes.
Yes, I know you did.
Yes.
So, it's 10:30 to go to bed. I'm like, I'm going to bed. Whatever. I wake up at magically. It's like poof, like the genie. I woke up at 11:55, right? And I was like, it's almost 12 o'clock.
Oh, would you look at that?
It's almost 12 o'clock. Why is he not home?
Yeah, interesting.
Right? So I text him.
Let me see where he is at.
So it's now 10:30. It's 12 o'clock. What is that? I don't know. And 2.5 hours.
1.5.
Whatever. 2.5 hours. So I text him and I'm like, hey, buddy, how's it going? How's it going? Are you having fun? Good time.
There was no tone sent with that text. I
No.
bet.
And then there was no answer. So I was
There
like,
wasn't.
okay, he's probably having a good time. He's having a good time, having a good time. I'm not gonna be a bitch. I wait
Yet.
till 12:36.
I wait till 12:07 to send the second text.
And I'm like,
and the third text.
yes.
And the fifth text.
And the 7th and the 9th. And I'm like, okay, so now I am pissed because I'm like, I can't get a hold of my husband. Why am I, he has an Apple Watch. Why am I being ignored? Because you have a watch. So how is this possible that now I'm telling myself stories. I'm like, he is ignoring me because I'm being annoying. And I could just see you in the jacuzzi like, oh, there she is again. Oh,
Yep.
there she is again.
Well, even the boys can vouch for this. I took my Apple Watch off because
But that wasn't I didn't know that.
I know you didn't know that, but I'm saying why I did because I didn't, and I still don't know this. If you can leave it in there for like a long time, or if it's a meter thing, I don't know how that shit works. So I didn't want to like leave it in the water because we were in and out of the jacuzzi for a very long time.
Yeah, because you
So I
guys were
took it off.
polar plunge racing.
Yeah, part of it too.
Well, you think that would sober you up being in the cold water.
Probably did.
So it's now 12:45, and I'm like, okay, now I can't get a hold of him. So immediately my brain goes, he's dead. He's drunk. He hit his head in the jacuzzi. He's
Did
drowned.
you find my iPhone? You could have seen where I was.
No. Yeah, I knew where you were.
Oh, like
Did you hear what I said,
like
Danielle?
I died.
Yeah, I was
died
like,
on property.
He's with CJ, so he's jumping off roofs.
Valid. Yeah.
Probably a flamethrower somewhere with a backpack and gasoline attached to it.
Yeah, we all jumped off the forklift or something.
I'm telling you, these are the things I think of. He's drowning. He's dead. They're all drunk and not
Valid
paying attention to
concerns.
him. Right? These are all things that go through. Not he's drunk having a good time. It's he is dead. He's ignoring me. And those are really, being ignored is triggering.
Yeah.
So I call Katie. Text Katie. I go, Katie, very nicely. Katie, if you're awake, will you please tell my husband, my fucking husband, to call me? She's like, absolutely, I'm awake. Yeah, I'll go tell him. I'm like, okay, and there's nothing wrong, Katie. Just fucking tell him that I'm trying to get a hold of him, right? Because I'm red, I'm hot, I'm sweating, I'm pacing the house, because our therapist was like, okay, make sure you just do the
tappy
the
tap.
Tap, right?
Left and
Tap.
right
So
brain,
calm down.
stimulate yourself.
Go to your safe place. Go to your safe place. And I'm
Playing
doing
the
this.
bongos.
I'm laying in bed breathing like, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's just being a fucking dick. Stop. Relax, Danielle, right?
He's just drinking a beer in the jacuzzi.
Yeah, I'm going, that's not what I thought.
I know.
So you call me. It's fucking -2 in CJ's villa up on the mountain. And the first thing I say to you, and I'm going to tell you, I don't know which one's on. The first thing I said, I was wrong, okay? But I didn't give a shit because I was angry. So I said, are you fucking happy? Are you happy being in high school again? I've been trying to call you. What if somebody came in and killed us? You would never know. You would fucking never know that we were all dead because you didn't have time to look at your fucking watch. Literally, this is what I said. So now I'm on fire, he's drunk, and then he starts spewing.
And I'm going to be honest, I don't remember exactly my response to that. I don't know what a good response or a bad response would have
No.
been.
Don't be all technical because this shit's here.
I swear to God.
Say what you fucking said.
I don't remember the first thing. It just said my response, my direct response to that. I don't know. It was probably something along the lines of like, what are you doing?
Would you like to know what you said?
Yeah, please inform everybody.
I don't fucking care. Those were your words. Danielle, I don't give a shit how you feel right now. Trigger, right? And now I'm getting even hotter. And I'm like, really? And so we were on the phone for 25 minutes.
While I'm sitting there just in my bathing suit, out of the jacuzzi, in 41-degree temperature outside, wet.
If you had
on
your
the phone, on a ledge, it was probably the worst 17 minutes of my life.
But here's the thing. When you drink, when I drink not tequila makes me very nice.
Oh yeah, you're smooth and easy on tequila.
Wine, I think I'm a porn star. Vodka, I want to fucking, like we are right
If
now,
you
like
stay
in the
awake.
mob, I want to fucking whack you. I want to come home and
we look like we're in the fucking mafia tonight, black on black on
all
black.
black. We had to match. We had to look good. Black is my color. Not You look good though.
Make me look thin?
Yes, but when you drink, when you hit a certain point, you get mean.
Yeah, I mean, I not to justify myself here, but I felt like I had a reason to be mean in some ways.
you did. You
I
did.
mean, I wasn't met with, oh, hey, I was just concerned. Yeah, you said
No.
you'd be home around 12, and it's now 12:30.
No.
Just wanted to call to check in to see if everything was okay.
Nope.
Oh, it is great. Okay, go back, enjoy. Let me know when you get home, and I'll unlock the door. That's not who was on the other side of the phone line here.
No.
It was this black on black person who was going to murder me if I came in through the door.
Yes, and that's literally how I felt though.
Yeah,
I was so angry with you. So you said a lot of mean things.
A lot of mean things.
A lot of mean things. And then I realized, I'm probably like, I would say about minute 12, I was like, okay, I'm wrong here because I should handle this totally differently. So I just shut up.
But it's interesting that you say that, and I almost even remember it happening on the phone call. I'm like, because normally I'm not. You tell me if I'm wrong here, but I'm usually the one that kind of brings it back around. Like, okay, let's get this back on track. We love each other. It's a simple mistake. Let's stop fighting.
Yeah.
That type of thing. Usually, right?
Yeah.
This time it was you, where
Yeah.
I was seeing red at that point.
I know.
There was no bringing me back. The beers had pushed me far
Yeah, you
over
were
the
so
edge.
mean. You said a lot of mean shit.
I
And I
know,
was
I
like,
know.
okay, this
And I
is what we're
apologized,
doing.
and I apologized then and again
You
the next
went
day.
for the fucking nuts and the throat. You like
Yes.
punched here and the vagina.
Yeah, sorry. I won't
hurt.
punch you in the vagina again.
Felt it
Relax.
in the ovaries.
On
But
the
here's
phone.
the thing. As soon as you came home, I was like, I unlocked the door, and I was like, literally, because I was praying, I was like, God, please don't let me be myself. So
get it.
immediately when you walked in, I apologized. I said, I'm sorry. I should have never, but I was pissed that you said, so the point is, what I've learned in my, my padding, my EDMR, that
EMDR.
whatever. The psychology shit we do.
Yes.
I learned that my underlying issue was you said you were going to do something,
Yeah.
and you didn't do it. And then when it came around that time, you weren't even giving two shits at all.
Yeah, and that was. And I hope I rectified that a little bit when I got home. Is I owned that portion of it. That I said I was going to be home around 12. You were calling me at 12:30,
Yeah.
and I was nowhere to be found. And that's what I was apologizing for.
Yeah, no, we figured it
Not
out.
for doing anything wrong, but like I told you one thing and I didn't live up to that expectation.
But also, I feel like drunk fights are just stupid. But here's the problem with us is we can't not talk through it. So you could be drunk and not remember anything, but I'm
Yeah.
like, but we need to talk through this. We need
Yeah.
to figure. I don't care if it's 4 a.m. and the kids are going to be up in 2 hours.
Yep.
We need to do this.
And we did, and we figured it out, and it was fine.
Yeah. We
Why,
did.
you still got something else you
No. I was wrong. I shouldn't have
I
came
was
in.
like, is there something I missed
I
here?
came in like guns blazing, like,
Yeah.
are you fucking happy?
Yeah.
Are you happy? Yeah,
You're like
that was me.
the ginger Looney Tune with the two guns with the lisp. That was you.
A lisp?
No, the ginger
know.
Looney Tune, whatever his name is, Sylvester or something.
No, you don't know
Oh,
cartoons.
fuck
Don't
is
even
it?
speak
I
to
know.
cartoons.
I never
Your
watched-
childhood is shit. We're
I
not
never
even
watched
getting into that.
cartoons as a child.
No, you didn't. You didn't. That's very sad. I
I
still
watched
feel
Space
sorry.
Jam, and that was it.
Space? Oh yeah.
Technically,
Jam.
not even a full cartoon, only 50-50.
Yeah. Well, sorry. I feel sorry for you. Now you're reliving it with your children.
Yeah,
They're
kind
watching.
Of. I just tune out and go on TikTok while they watch their Disney
You know what?
movies.
That really annoyed me too, because even while you were waiting, your initial reaction is to pick up your phone and like scroll, and that to me is like he's.
Yeah, it's like a fucking nervous tick almost. Like,
It's bad.
Nothing exactly going on. Let me scroll here.
When we're watching like Yellowstone or whatever, and if there's a commercial, I look out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, he can't even watch commercials. His
You know what's
phone-
even worse? Before I go to like Instagram or TikTok or texting or anything, definitely not texting, but like my first go-to is my calendar. What does that say? Like, what should I be doing right now?
Are you
What am
serious?
Swear to God. What can I be planning? What's going on tomorrow? What can I plan for next week? I go to calendar before I go to anything.
I'm
like
just
social.
wondering when the show's gonna start again.
Yeah, I know.
You want to talk about the kids?
Let's do our rankings.
I mean, because I honestly would like to talk about some of the things that you were.
Yeah, there's a lot of topics here in the rankings that we should have brought up, but we saved them.
Yeah,
for
we'll just
the-
talk about them as you rank our children.
All right. Hold on.
Child of the Week rankings.
People with the space, pause for me here. I'm coming up. All right, so number 4 this week. It's been a tough, if I'm being really honest, it's been a tough week for a lot of the kids, right? Not one has been a shining star.
I don't do these, you do.
You co-sign on them. Come on here. All
Okay,
right,
yes.
So number 4, and this is rare for her, but it's number 4 is Viv this week.
Oh, yeah.
We all know that illness plays into rankings, whether we like it or not. Viv has an ear infection right now. It's a bad one, but you would think that she was shot in the head.
Yes. No, wait. That was aggressive.
She's acting.
Shot
sorry,
in the leg.
in
What
the-
is wrong with you?
She has an ear infection.
You always do things. Oh, okay.
Like you would.
Yeah,
She's
but-
acting like the pain is
Yes.
so severe.
That was so aggressive. It's the black outfit. It's
Yeah, I
freaking
know.
out.
Yeah, don't catch me out back. Catch me outside.
Okay.
But other annoying thing, like she loses all of our phone chargers.
Yes.
We probably own, I'd say, 10 to 12 chargers. No, we'll say 8 chargers.
Yeah, and how many do we have?
1.
Yeah.
7 are somewhere stocked away in wherever Viv puts it.
Viv always is very sneaky about it too.
Very sneaky. Like,
She's been on her phone a lot
yeah,
too.
the other day, my phone was at like 4%. She unplugged mine, plugged hers in, and then went upstairs. And I was like, Viv, my phone was gonna die. I need to leave.
I get priority.
What are you doing? Yeah, like I'm the dad. I need to be the one who needs to get into contact with people, not you and your friends playing Roblox. Sorry to downplay it, but I'm the priority here. And oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. I'm like, Viv, don't do that
See,
again.
at least she has apologized though.
Yeah. One thing she has not apologized for is that her lovely teacher gives her the flexibility on tests to write, instead of writing their name,
Oh, this is.
I don't know if she gives this blessing to everyone else or if it's just a Viv thing, but instead of writing her name on her tests, Viv has just been writing a celebrity's name.
She gets.
So instead of writing Vivian, she'll just write Taylor Swift or
Rihanna.
That was Super
Harry
Bowl week,
Potter.
so that's what she wrote was Rihanna. Like, come on.
Harry Potter.
Like, what is she doing? Like, who is Viv? So we also had this other like little fight. Not even a fight, but last week we were going to go to church. The kids have this thing where if they're sleeping over at God's house the night before, we sometimes let them come with us. Sometimes we let them stay with her. And
Yeah.
Dom felt like he'd been getting the shorter end of the stick, like where he had to go. Not that that's a short end, but he didn't want to go sometimes. And Viv got to stay. So long story short, we're like, okay, regardless, we're all going. And if you want to go back to God's house afterwards, you can go.
Yeah.
And we're like, unless there's some exception where we're on vacation or we're not in town or if somebody's sick. And she's like, well, would my birthday be an exception? And then we're like, I don't know, Viv, maybe. Like if the birthday's on that day, maybe we don't. I don't know. She's like, well, and then her follow-up to that was, what day is my birthday on this year?
Yeah. She literally asked, what day is my birthday in September this year? I'm like, I don't know, Vivian. Look at your calendar on your phone that you shouldn't have at 8.
Yep. I got plenty of Viv shit this week. So last week was Valentine's Day. She insisted on all the other kids gave their kids like normal shitty Valentines that everyone gives. She had to give all of the students Ghirardelli chocolates.
It cost like $40 for her chocolates because she had to buy 2 for 2 classes. I didn't tell you. I just
No,
bought
you
it.
didn't.
Because she can't have dairy.
The boys
so
just did little stupid white trash Spider-Man like everybody else does.
yes.
Viv, everybody got a fucking donut and a Ghirardelli chocolate and a gift card.
Yeah. That's because Viv's got a.
But probably.
But she also can't have dairy, so we got the pack with the dark chocolate. So
they were dairy-free dark
dark
chocolates
chocolate
too?
doesn't have dairy in it.
Oh, it doesn't?
Typically,
Really?
no.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that. But her biggest thing, and I don't want this to come across mean, but it's just her
Careful.
her general pace and sense of urgency when
Oh,
getting
yeah.
ready. She just moseys around.
She doesn't give a fuck.
While she's getting ready, she'll bring her phone with her and like half play Roblox, half watch an episode of fucking whatever season she's
I
binging.
can't.
I'm like, Viv, you're walking from here to the bathroom to do your hair or brush your teeth. Put the phone down and like get your shit moving here.
That's-
And then by the third request, I'm like, Viv, hustle. Let's fucking go
Yeah,
here.
she has no sense of urgency. She literally does not care if we're waiting for her. But buddy, that's my mother. My mother could care. My mother, we would be in the car waiting to go somewhere. My dad, me, and Maria, and my brother, we'd be sitting there, and we'd sit. And I remember my mom like, "I'll be ready in a minute," right?
Nope.
We all get in the car and we're waiting. We waited at least 20 minutes because she'd throw in a load of laundry. She'd make sure the sink was empty. She would make sure that the everything is picked up because she wants to come home to a clean house. So we would sit in the car for 15 to 20 minutes, even to the point. My dad finally, he's what, 65 now? He's like, he just looks at his phone. He occupies himself. Time is not even of the essence for them.
They don't know what time it is.
No.
Yeah.
What did she say to you the other day? You were saying like, Viv has no sense of time, and or you said, how do you live your life with no schedule? Remember, my mom was over, and you were like,
I said that to your mom.
yeah,
yes.
no, I said people. You said something about people living their lives with no schedule, and your boss, because you were like, I need a schedule, I need this, and that, and I was like, yeah, some people live their lives with no schedule, and she was like, I never had a schedule.
I never had a schedule.
Who needs a schedule?
Yeah.
Just do
Where do
whatever I
gotta be?
want when I want.
Yeah. Aside from when she worked at Limited Too, just to give you guys discounts in middle
Every single job my mom had literally was to get a discount on clothes.
Yeah.
But we always look fucking amazing, so.
Priorities.
I love her for that. We looked great. Because I'm not going to put my mother down. Those were her choices in life. Looking good was important.
Yeah, hopefully she doesn't listen to this, because don't tell her she did something wrong.
Don't tell her.
Don't tell her that she's doing something the way it should
Yeah.
be done when it's actually the way that she likes to do it.
Yes.
We pause there to
Yeah.
make sure we don't piss off Jackie.
Love you, Mom.
All right, so that's enough of picking on Viv. I'll save some of the good ones. She did have a couple good, cute moments with me. Like the other day, we were at Chipotle, and she just I grabbed her hand when we were walking to the street, and she just skipped. And this is Viv. None of the other kids skip. I've never skipped in my life. You probably skipped up until a certain age.
I totally skip. I'm a skipper. Yeah,
but
totally.
she's just still so innocent and beautiful and soft, and it's nice to see. No, soft and a
no, but
heart
you
way.
say that she's a good. Vivian does. Even her teacher is there's something about her that's just so.
Yeah.
She is. She's intuitive. She's gonna be a therapist.
100%.
I'm so proud of her.
Yeah. So number 3 is Dom, and this one is sort of a good and a bad thing. But so the other day we bought him this. He's been on this big Lego kick lately, and I'm typically anti-Lego. Not for the sake of anybody who likes Legos or the sort of engineering and mechanical mindset of it. I'm just not a Lego guy. But lately, Legos have been a positive thing in our house because it's Dom off his phone and also away from the boys. So that's two positive things.
Yes.
Because if he's off his phone, that's a positive. If he's away from the boys, that's also a positive.
Yes.
Because they're just not meshing.
They don't know
well
how.
right now.
He doesn't know how to play.
And it's not his fault, and it's not their fault. They don't mesh well. So if he can be off doing something productive and having a good time, fucking great, go for it.
And I do love it because he's so focused. He just got a Mandalorian helmet and he built it in one day.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's really neat, guys.
I was blown away. I was like, but he did what? Don't be rude. Stop.
I was just making nerdy comments.
It's good. It's a good buddy. It's a beautiful thing that he can sit and be so patient with something. Leo Leo will never fucking play with Legos.
No.
He does not have
Hulk smash for sure.
Hulk. Just give me the Legos. I will show you. I will smash them.
Let's just pray that the Mandalorian stays in a place where Leo can't reach it.
Well, they've been very good about that. But go ahead.
No, they haven't. If you wait till Dean's ranking in a minute, you'll see why they haven't been good with that.
Okay, so keep going.
He's kind of been on a better swing of playing with the boys. Maybe it's because he's taken a step back and he's not with them all the time like he has because he's been doing all these big Lego projects. But other things it's just, so he's doing these Lego things and he comes downstairs every 5 minutes. Dad, I just finished the nose of the mask. It's so cool. You got to come see it. Okay, Dom, let me go.
Every portion he finishes, he
Dad,
wants
I
to
just
show
finished the left side of the back of the helmet. And the inside of it, the outside is all gray. That's all you see. But the inside, it's red and yellow and blue. And it's just really cool that
he's just proud of himself.
I know he is, but I'm Dom, I'm sorry, but I could give 7 fucks less about the inside of the color of the Mandalorian
buddy, he's proud
Lego mask. Give me a fucking break. And I know I'm an asshole with this, but
you really are. But you're very good at faking it, which is frightening.
Well, it's one
as
thing
your
I
wife.
have to fake, yeah. But another funny thing, a cute thing, is I put him on to all these Christian rappers because typically he listens to all the rap music that I listen to.
Yes.
So I'm I need to get all these F words and shit out of his brain.
Yeah.
And he can't play this in front of his friends.
Yeah.
But there's actually a lot of good Christian rappers lately that we've been listening to, and he's been bumping that around the house. But he doesn't know how he never does the headphones. He just walks around on speaker, he's a pedestrian walking along the street, just talking on speaker.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
But it's nice.
No, it's
good.
a good thing.
I'm proud of him.
Yeah. He's been.
It's way better than
he's been manageable.
the Kanye shit you let him listen to when he was 8 and 9 years old.
I'll walk that back one day. So number 2 is Leo. So the main reason that he's number 2 for the positive side is we took away their pacifiers finally. Really one of the larger topics here.
We did it.
And it's really you did it because I've been pushing this for the last year. We've always had an excuse not to.
Well, you've also been very lackadaisical about that. Like I'll come home and you'll be like, they'll just have their pacifiers in their mouth, and I'm like, really?
Because we don't have a strict and like hard stop. Like so,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna enforce something if we're just gonna break it the 5 minutes later. But
You break it.
Any of us will break it. Yes.
Yeah, but I don't. I'm like bedtime naps. That's when you get your
Bullshit.
pacifiers.
Bullshit. No way.
That is what I would. That was our rule, and we were doing great with that
Until
they went to speech, and I was like, and they go to speech therapy. They went to speech therapy. Wait, butt or we gotta make sure
Fix
my
your
butt's
line.
covered. My butt's covered. They went to speech therapy, and she was just like screening them to see if they qualify for
Yep.
speech. And Leo went. Now he's 4, so he went. And when I picked him up from school, his teacher was like, "Hey, Leo did a screening for speech today." I was like, "Okay." Because you can't get speech if you have a pacifier, right? And yes, he's 4. Fuck everybody.
it's like
that
they
has a
can't
problem
give
with
you like treatment if you're still smoking drugs.
it. Yes. You just said smoking drugs.
Yeah, intentionally. That's the.
Okay,
remember, like,
but
I think it
anyway,
was from South
yes.
Park. Like you smoke drugs. kind
Yes,
of thing.
I know that was funny, but that's something I would say, like being. Okay, so anyways, the I was like, "Oh, you went to speech," and I'm like, "What did you do?" She's like, "He can't tell me what they did." I'm like,
He
"Did
has
she?"
no idea.
I go, "Did she?" He has no clue. I go, "Did she ask you if you have a pacifier?" And he goes, "Yes," and I go, and
Yeah.
I go, "And what did you say?" And he goes, "I said, yes, I have a do." And I was like, "No, never tell her you have a, no, tell her no.
You always lie.
You always lie. Tell them no."
You lie to speech therapists and to the Disneyland attendee who's
Yes,
entering you through the gate.
who's letting you in through
Always.
the gate. And then it was Dean's turn. Dean was gonna. I go, "Dean, have you been asked to go for speech yet?" And he goes, "No." I go, "Okay, if she asks you if you have a do, you say no. You say no, I don't have a do." And he did.
And now
And
they
now
don't.
they have no dues.
Yes, they don't.
And we did good. We did it. We buried. So it was so sad.
But what did you fucking have to do?
What do you mean? What I have to?
Just like I've been trying to like standardize Santa, cancel the Tooth Fairy, figure out what the Easter Bunny is. Is it the human or is it the rabbit?
Yeah.
You've now introduced a new fairy into our life.
So we made a dew fairy, and the dew fairy came to our. So we dug a hole, which big mistake because Leo dug like 9 fucking holes in the backyard.
Yeah.
There was dirt and shit everywhere.
Our backyard looks like Las Vegas in the 1950s.
Holes.
With just bodies buried everywhere.
Yes, Leo. My sister was like, "You should put him in the ground, let him cover him." I shouldn't have used the word buried. I should have said planted because the more I think about it, burying is such a it's just such a morbid thing. Like not morbid, but but it's also closure, right?
Yeah.
Closure. So
We buried the fuck out of those silicone rubber pieces
So
of shit.
they dug holes in the yard. They covered them with dirt, and Leo was so great. And then as soon as we threw the last bit of dirt on top of their dews, Leo looked at me and he just started crying. I was like, "What am I gonna do? I don't have a dew anymore." I'm like, "Buddy, I know it's hard, but you're big. Like you're a big guy. You can do this." So we did it, and then I made this big deal. I bought $35 cake pops for 6 of them.
Customized.
$35 for 6 cake pops. Whatever. So it was a lot of money. That was a little ridiculous. They were good. They had a.
I mean, you just always go overboard. We can't just go get like Starbucks ones.
No, they'll know.
You can't just go get like.
Buddy, you can't do
go
that.
buy some cake mix and make one. You got to buy them.
No,
from
I'm not gonna make
the
those.
the high end cake pop artist in town.
Yes, who made Spider-Man and Hulk cake pops, and I even superimposed like a dew fairy, and I even put a nutty on a pacifier on the end of her wand. I mean, like I don't even have my phone, but I wish I could show you. It was so good.
Just lying to them 7 ways.
And then we
differently.
had to get up before they got up to make sure the cake pops were there.
Mm-hmm.
And Mackin's alarm didn't go. Mackin the night before he's like, "Do you want to set your alarm?" I go, "I never set my alarm, so I don't even know how
To be
to do
honest,
that."
I don't know if my phone has an
I don't
alarm.
even know.
I don't even know how to work that.
There's alarms
it's like
on your
me
phone?
with a fucking power drill.
Yes.
You and an alarm.
So you set your alarm, never went off. Leo comes in, and I'm like, "Buddy, go run downstairs and put the thing." So we got
Made
it.
it work. They believed it.
And
One
they
other
did it,
fairy.
and they're doing so good.
They've done great, which just proves to us that we could have done this probably 2 years ago, but We're here.
No, they weren't ready.
Here we are. They're great. We're all fine.
We're great.
Dewless.
We're dewless. Title.
We're dewless.
We're dewless. No, but they did good, and they're handling. Leo has been getting up.
Yeah, he's still fiending a little bit. Like he's still like there'll be like a 5-minute period where he's like ready. He like needs like his like toddler cigarette of a pacifier.
Well, you are very yes.
That's what it is. It's like he needs to like soothe himself.
But but it's not. 4-year-olds
What's
don't
the name
fiend.
of it? A pacifier. What does a pacifier do?
Soothe.
It pacifies. It's the same sort of concept. Like it soothes him.
Pacify.
It's a word. It like calms them down. It like gives them stress
it's
relieves.
It's the oral stimulation.
Pacify works for that too. I could use some more oral stimulation.
Yes, no. Stop. No.
Anyways,
birthday and anniversary.
so they've done well.
But he's literally found. Wait, you have to share this.
What?
That he uses the end of a screwdriver.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I forgot about that.
He used to take his pacifiers and rub them on his eyes and his face and whatever.
Yeah, he'd have one in his mouth and 2 in his hands,
he
fucking
just,
double fisting.
Rubbing, because it was just the soothing. So he found a screwdriver, and the end of the screwdriver, the
same material. It's like silicone rubber.
Uses it, yeah.
Which is a good segue to my next point about Leo, is he snuck the same screwdriver into church. And he brought it with him. He's like, "Can I bring this with me into church?" And the playroom, I'm like, "No, just leave it here. You're fine." He comes out and he sneaks it in. And then later he was wearing a beanie, and he took his beanie off, and the screwdriver was hidden under the beanie like he was a fucking inmate hiding his shit. I'm like, "Leo, you made me. What are you doing, hiding a screwdriver in your beanie? Like, how did everybody?"
Wait, and then we went to lunch, and he was using a screwdriver to screw the panels out of the wall.
That was the other thing, yeah. He was like, "Oh, this came in handy." He actually unscrewed one of the screws.
No, I had to go back and do it. You're right. Whatever,
Leo.
He's great.
So I don't know if any of those things are good or bad, but I'm just glad that some of that happened.
Yeah.
Other bad things that he's been doing. The other day, he was screaming so loud in the car that he alerted that the little notification on my Apple Watch that I was conveniently wearing at that point in time went off. It said it was above 9 or 90 or 90%,
90
decibels, whatever the percentage
and
was.
if you stay in this
period for a long period of time, you can have significant damage to your ears. I'm like,
to your
Siri,
hearing.
I fucking live with this kid. I'm always exposed to
Facts.
this loud noise.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, Leo.
That was funny.
The other day, I caught him. We were at Ayala's house for Sadel's birthday party. He brought a tricycle up their stairs, and I was upstairs with Dean, Dom, and Leon, and he walks up the stairs with a tricycle. I'm like, "What are you doing, Leo?"
Like, I was just gonna ride it
down
down
I was
the
just
stairs.
gonna ride it down. I'm like, "Oh, okay, go ahead." I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm just gonna ride my tricycle down the stairs.
Oh, Leo.
Okay, who's next?
One good thing about Leo, the Super Bowl happened. He has been obsessed with Rihanna.
Obsessed.
I think he's watched just her Super Bowl performance probably 30, 40 times since then.
And every time it comes on, Dean's like, "Oh, it's so long.
Yeah.
Why do we have to watch this?" I'm like, "Dean, you need to learn what good music is."
He knows what good music is. He's like, and he's got this obsession with Rihanna.
Leo,
Which I
no,
appreciate.
Dean needs to learn good music.
Oh, Dean
Leo.
does. Yeah, I'd agree. Leo.
Did you not hear? You were acting like me just now.
Technically, I was reading my next ranking, so I wasn't
So go ahead,
I
it's
was
fine.
thinking about what I was going to say next.
It's fine.
But I'm glad because I love the Rihanna show. It was great. I'm all about Rihanna.
The Rihanna show.
I'll take Rihanna all day.
Okay, who's number one?
Rihanna's better than Beyonce too, by the way.
Okay, stop.
Dean. Sorry, I had to scroll back.
Yeah, you should know. We have 4 kids. There's only one left to talk about.
He's done amazing with getting rid of the pacifiers, so that's the biggest reason why.
Yeah.
Also, he is not sick right now, so that's a really other high reason why. And he's really good when other kids, even when he is sick, he's good. So even when he's not sick and everybody else is sick, he's extra good.
Yeah.
But the one bad thing he did this week, for some reason, I was working on my computer and they were at quiet time. You were out doing something, and he comes in and he's just kind of playing around behind me. I'm not really paying attention, and then I start hearing this water sound in the sink. I'm just assuming he's playing with the water, not doing anything bad. He's dumping entire bottles of distilled water down the sink.
For the humidifier.
Yeah, I'm like we bought.
Yeah,
we
because
paid
I
for
told
those
you I was going to
waters.
buy some, and you were like, Dean dumped it out. I
No,
was
he
like,
dumped
what?
them. No idea why.
Why? First of all.
I'm
First of
proud
all,
that he could lift them.
buddy,
First of all.
Buddy, how do you have 4 children and know when you hear running water for an extended period of time, you
He was
need to know
at the
something's
sink.
wrong?
He was at the sink. I thought he was like washing his hands or playing. There was no loud noises. Everybody was safe. There was no blood. I thought we were all good. Little did I know. Would you ever expect someone or a toddler to be just dumping bottles of water into the sink?
I mean, it's Dean.
Yeah.
He's a little sneaky
So-
fuck, though.
Aside from that, he's been a charm to be around.
Yeah.
Super cute. He has this new little Spider-Man
Spider-Man
costume.
outfit.
He puts it on and he immediately shrinks 6 inches.
Yeah, he's
it's so
cute.
cute to watch him in that.
He does. Is there anything else you're gonna
No,
say?
that's it.
No. Yeah, he does. No, well, that could be a relatable thing.
good
He
segue.
likes to. Yeah.
We'll save that for next
We'll
one.
save that for next time.
Well, if you haven't already, please sign up for the next Real 8 Relatable. We'll probably do it later this week. We'll post
no,
it next
not
week.
you. Don't sign up. You subscribe.
Same thing, dear. You trying to learn me a thing or two on
Yes.
the internet? You sign up through your subscription. It's $5 a month. It's greatly appreciated. You get this times 10, and yeah.
I mean, we'll never look this.
No, all this visual and lighting. It's only audio, but
And honestly, we cannot thank everyone that has been here tonight with us. Like, we have taken up, like, what is it now? 52 minutes of your
Yep.
lives. We appreciate you. The Space LV is, honestly, if you're doing a podcast and you don't want to deal with all the bullshit of, like, setting up cameras and making sure you
it's
look
so
good.
stressful. Like
You
we
literally just walk in and they're so nice. And they make you feel so comfortable. Like, I brought tequila and they're like, do you guys need something to drink? I'm like, no, we brought our own. They're like, that's great.
Do you want to put your
fine."
beers in the fridge?
Yes, so nice. It was so easy. And if you guys, honestly, if you're even thinking about doing a podcast, I would highly recommend using this space,
The space.
the space to do that. So again, we love you all.
Thank you all for listening.